typically what I do for breakfast is I get ready for work and then I'll head downtown. And normally the guys for the service companies at work provide breakfast for the oil companies. So what the service companies do is they'll go pick breakfast at like Taco Villa or TNT Donuts or somewhere like that. This is smoked boudin. This is from your. Is this from the water fleet company?
Yeah. Yeah.
This who brings the boudin right there. Or there's different kolache places around town, but they'll all bring in something to these oil and gas offices that I call in, and a lot of these guys already have breakfast ready for me to go. We're working on a poor man's diet, so we got to get breakfast for free when we can.
Hey, my brother. Give me a hit. You doing good?
Good. Uh-oh. This is my brother. This is Augie.
Hello.
This is my man. We're
Good.
so he's following and doing a day in the life with me.
Just gonna kick some ass.
Tell the camera what I'm gonna do to Roman Huerta.
Naked's gonna kick some ass.
I love you, brother. All right. I'll see you soon, kid. This is Rodolfo Molina. He's one of my engineers that we do cement work for. And you getting excited? Talking about
No, man, I told my son, he's excited. I told you, we're going to get tickets. Should I go watch it? That'd be cool.
so. Just showing him the breakfast spread, and the breakfast spread's almost wiped out. This morning.
Yeah, it's almost time for lunch break. Let me go take these coffee to the girls.
Okay, good to see you too, bud. I'll see you.
When's the fight?
July 20th. Less than a month.
Are you getting excited?
In the morning. Well, I wouldn't mess with you. We'll see you later. See you today.
When's your
That's the Friday before the fight, so the 19th at the Tilt to Kill.
Oh, that's gonna be win the weigh-in and all that.
You gonna be there?
Mine.
Heck yeah, you better.
Yes,
Bring the
sir.
fellas. Bring the girlfriend too.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see ya.
I'm 6'5", and I'm weighing in at a whopping 259.5 pounds on the triple beam. Well, this fight coming up July the 20th at HACIENDA Event Center is something that has been on my mind since last December when I saw the first event against Mark Sanchez, who's a old coach of mine. His name's Larry Sanchez. His son Mark Sanchez fought Roman at the Ector County Coliseum last December, and he had asked me to come out and support his boys. And being that I love combat sports in general, I decided I was going to go watch his boys last December, and Mark had actually fought Roman Huerta, and there was a premature stoppage in the first round. And after the fight, I told the boys, I told them I could help them out, getting their strength and conditioning up. I told them I could help them become better boxers, and at that point, I started training with them on a pretty regular basis. Isidro Castillo had asked me to fight on a card back in January, and I knocked the guy that he had set me up against in 30 seconds. Anyway, long story short, the Rough House guys, they didn't really like the fact that, that I was getting so many accolades for knocking out a guy that wasn't a really qualified fighter.
All y'all that hyped him up thinking, oh, you're the next best thing since sliced bread. You literally fought a fucking heavy bag. Like, I've seen your sparring tapes, you're a quitter.
And I think that there's a little bit of jealousy there. I'm not sure what's going on, but I do know that they've been saying some pretty unsavory things about me and my teammates. And really, our biggest thing is if the process is right, then the rest doesn't matter. The wins, the losses, those don't matter. And we've just enjoyed the process since last December, getting an opportunity to work together, build that brotherhood, spend a couple hours together, every week, and it's something that we've really enjoyed. These guys have taken it to another level to where they're almost personally attacking us because of the amount of attention that we're getting for the process that we're putting forth. I call my little gym at the house the cream of the crop, and that's just because I know that the process is right. I've been I've been training and working out since I was a little kid. I had one of the best strength and conditioning coaches in high school. He's a world-class strength and conditioning coach. His name is Coach Dolan. Mark Bullock from the Glendale Raptors. He's one of the best coaches I've ever had. He coached for the Green Bay Packers. He's also one of the coaches, well, he's the director of rugby at Glendale, Colorado now, which is Rugby Town USA. But those guys helped develop me when I was a younger athlete. Now I'm at the point in my career to where, you know, I'm having to kind of just do things on my own because I'm out here in the middle of nowhere in Midland, Texas, and I have nobody to train me. I have nobody to kind of coach me through this, so I'm kind of treading water. But I feel like there's a lot of things that translate from sport to sport, and that's why Game Ready USA is one of my sponsors. You know, Game Ready USA, they do sport-specific training, and what we try to do is we try to take the sport-specific movements that we feel are going to be the most effective for whatever situation, whether it be football, basketball, boxing in this case, and we try to find the movements that we can apply strength and conditioning to and develop those muscles and that muscle memory so that when it comes time to fight, that you can deliver the goods. And like I said, my hope is that July 20th I'll be sliding Roman's head across the canvas and all these unsavory things will be put to rest. I don't like all the trash talk that's been coming my way. It just the personal attacks. I don't mind you saying you can knock me out, this and that, you know, because all that talk will be done come fight night. But when you start to talk about my friends, when you start to talk about my family, when you start to talk about my children, now we're talking about a whole nother fight. And I don't think people understand the amount of pressure that a fighter goes through, and not just with the fight in the ring, but the fight outside the ring. And that's everything from diet to your day-to-day job to things even like your kids, right? So past 2 months I've been fighting a battle outside the ring about getting to spend time with my babies. Last year there was a situation with my kids to where I was telling their kid's stepdad to stop whooping on them with a paddle, and they wanted to act like it wasn't happening. They wanted to try to cover up what was going on, and it kind of left me no choice. And you know, being a father and doing things, you got to play by the rules. There is no room for error because, you know, if you cross these lines, you can have your kids taken from you. And even when you don't cross the lines, you can have your kids taken from you. And that's the situation I'm in now. Is I tried to protect my kids by calling CPS, by following the channels, by following the chain of command, and all it did was bite me in the butt. My kids had asked me to have this guy stop whooping on them and breaking their stuff, and so I called CPS. But I do want the people to know the kind of battles that, you know, a single father has to go through. I do want them to know that some of these mothers out here are using kids like a weapon.
What do you have to say to your dad before he fights?
Love you and good luck.
T, what would you have to say to your dad before he fights?
Let the police in the ball! Love you, Dad!
Child support payment in the last 7 years. You know, I've paid everywhere from $2,100 a month to $1,800 a month. I've bent over backwards to try to work with this family, and it seems like the only thing they can do is just salt my name. And you know what? That right there is motivation. You know, like that's the same kind of stuff that these roughhouse guys are doing. That's the same kind of personal stuff that these guys are doing. It's not about doing the right things. It's not about the process at that point, right? Now it's a personal attack. And the same personal attack that Roughhouse is giving me is the same personal attack that I'm receiving from her family. You know, and so for me, that's just pure motivation. And that's what drives the fire in the belly. And ultimately, that's what's going to be the difference between winning and losing come fight night. To my daughter, to my son, wherever your journey in life may take you, I pray you'll always be safe, enjoy the ride, and never forget your way back home. I'm always here for you. Love you, Daddy. And I tell you right now, with the trainings I'm doing, with the running, with the boxing coaches, with the strength and conditioning coaches, with the nutritionists, everything's first class. Everything's going to be cream of the crop, and you're going to see it come fight night. July 20th, that dude's head is sliding across the canvas, and I'm collecting a stack full of cash. You know, Desmundo Hill and Roman Huerta, they've bet $5,000 a piece that they're going to put me to sleep. And I just told them, put your money where your mouth is. So we're gonna find out who's really the cream of the crop.
July 20th at the Hacienda Event Center. Me and versus Nick Tipton will be main event boxing. Just to touch up on why I fight, the reason I fight, and just it's been in me, man. It's something that's I tell everybody it's my weird addiction. It's just something about coming in and training with a bunch of guys, and you know, and just being able to work out, release some stress, hang out with good friends, and learn self-defense. But it's just something that's been inside of me for a long time, and I don't know, I just, you know, it's just the love for the sport. So it's something I got into when I was young, and it's just been one of those goals where, you know, I wanted to prove to people that I can do something, and I can, you know, something that I'm doing that I can achieve in good, you know, I guess something I wanted to prove to people that I can do. And it's a goal that I've had to make, you know, make it to the top, whether it's in MMA, boxing, whatever. Yeah, July 20th, like I said, Nick, he said his prediction is he's gonna come and knock me out. I see a very different fight. I don't think, you know, I already know what his game plan is. I know how he's gonna come out. He's gonna come out swinging. He's looking for that one punch, one hitter quitter, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be looking out for it. Me and my team, we're working good. We're doing, you know, we're working every single angle he can throw at us. There ain't much he's gonna be able to do. Like I said, yeah, I'm gonna definitely walk out there with my hand raised, you know. But it's just, I mean, do we want to knock him out, or do we want to put him in pain a little bit? You know, I don't know. You know, we'll let them decide. Come July 20th, you're gonna have to show up to find out what's gonna happen. But yeah, it's gonna be a damn good fight. I guess since I was young, I just wanted to prove everybody that I can do it. You know, coming from when I was in junior high, I was a big kid. I was bullied by this one guy. I didn't know how to fight. I was a big chubby dude. You know, I got some pictures I can show you. And I wasn't the cool guy either. You know, the funny part was I'm a tall guy. I tried out for basketball in junior high. I didn't make the team. you know. So when I started doing MMA, it was just something I felt like I had a chance to really show who I truly am. And you know, from the first day that I tried it, you know, within the first week, I felt like it was just, I was addicted to it, man. I couldn't stop coming, you know. It's just something that, it was good for my health. When I had bad days, when I was pissed off at someone, when it was any little bad thing I had, the moment I went to the gym, I took all my anger out. At the end of the day, I went home, you know, peaceful, humble, you know, just real calm. And so, you know, growing up is just, you know, did that all my high school years and, you know, trained through high school. And then I got married to my lovely wife, and we had a baby. So now I guess he's my biggest motivation now too, you know, showing him that, hey, don't, whatever your dreams are, don't stop them doing your dreams just because someone says, hey, you know, you're too old for that, or hey, that's a childish games, you need to stop, you need to grow up, you need to do this, you need to do that. Now it's just, I want to prove to him that if he wants to do something, for him to do it no matter what stands in front of him. So, and yeah, so that's my motivation. My family, my friends, my team, you know, and it's just the best, one of the best feelings is working with your whole team. You know, they're my second family. From my teammates to my coaches to everybody, it's amazing how much you feel all the input they put into you. And then when you go to fight and you fight and you win the fight, you know, it's just you just see the excitement in their eyes where they're like, damn, like, you know, we're out here, that we're all main part of this, you know, journey we all go through, from, you know, from the fighter putting in the work to their coaches putting them through the work, you know, to the teammates helping them out the whole long way. So it's just like a team thing, you know. It's just it's something that, yeah, it goes for so many ways, from family to friends. So yeah, so we're here, you know, we're putting in work. We're about less than a month out. Training's going pretty good, you know, we're doing pretty good. We're feeling good. And Nick Tipton, we have no idea what's coming, you know. You saw my last fight. You saw my last fight, but I promise I'm a whole different beast this time, so. But it's all right, you know, I expect you to walk in there confident, you know. You know, you played football with your boys, you played rugby with your boys. I'm sure those big old yoked out dudes are, you know, getting your hopes up right now. They're telling you, oh, this dude's small, you're gonna knock him out. You know, I hope they keep doing that. That way you show up. But come July 20th, by the time that bell rings, you're gonna see how lonely that ring is. And you know, your boys are gonna be there to back you up. You know, your friends are gonna be there to back you up. Nobody is, you know. And then you're gonna see true. Then you're gonna really see what fighting is. So, but yeah, July 20th, I'll see you there. All right, you already know, Roadhouse in the building. We're gonna be there July 20th, you know. I wanna give a huge shout out to everybody at Roadhouse, you know, my boy, Jay Hill, owner, you know, bad dude. But, you know, he's a badass. He's also gonna be fighting. So, John Avila, you want to show up, baby? Show up. Come on, just show up. That's all you gotta do. What's it called? But yeah, I want to give a thanks to these guys. Felix, my boxing trainer, man, he's helped me out so much. You know, I've learned so much in the last couple of months working with him. I've been working with him for a while now. But I want to thank all my teammates from Roadhouse, putting in the hard work. You know what I mean? It's hard for them going against a big guy like me, but they still fight through it. And just like I help them get good, they help me get good. Also to my wife, thank you, baby, for everything you do for me. You know, for motivating me sometimes when I don't want to come to the gym, to, you know, cooking meals for me, you know, trying to keep me healthy, trying to help me lose weight. Just want to say thank you. And this is not, even though the fact that I walk in there as a one man in that ring, before that, it's a full team, it's a full family. And I couldn't do it without none of these guys, and I know I wouldn't be this far without none of these guys. So, huge thanks to Roadhouse and everybody. And John Avila, don't be a pussy, man. Show up.
I'm fighting for my freedom papers. Please show up. Set us free. Set us free. Go.
Mama.